Hi, this is another edition of Stuart Dahl Show, starring myself, Stuart Dahl, coming to you live from my man cave at my house right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. For you people that don't know me, my full name is Stuart Dahl, or and that, and I'm from Lar Baden-Württemberg, Germany, but I have lived here in Canada since 1992. And that, what else? In a couple news-related subjects, 115 victims, mostly Shiite Muslims, were killed in a suicide attack when a suicide bomber drove a truck up into a crowded market or place or whatever when people were marking the end of the Islamic holy holiday Ramadan. No, it just goes in. This just goes to show you, how this world these days has become chaotic, and that is just it just goes to show you, the world can be crazy at times. And also, it looks like right now, in relation to the Greek debt crisis, it looks like this bailout deal hasn't been etched in stone yet, but it's just sometimes politics in Europe can just be wild and crazy at times, and sometimes in some European cities, sometimes protests can turn really violent. Like, for example, I believe this past Wednesday or last Wednesday, when protesters in the Greek capital Athens resorted to throwing petrol bombs at Greek rioters. Like, really, really, do citizens in Greece, really have to act like a bunch of like a bunch of children? Like, really, you know, how about y'all just just grow up and grow a set? Just deal with you know these potential harsh austerity measures. So what? You know, I think Greece needs this potential third bailout package in the last 5 years to kind of, I guess you could say, kind of keep the country afloat financially, or whatever you want to call it. What else? In week 4 of the CFL, that started on Thursday, the Montreal Alouettes beat the Hamilton Tiger-Cats 17-13. And then yesterday in Wendy's Friday Night Football, in the first game at 6 o'clock between the Edmonton Eskimos and the Ottawa Redblacks, the Edmonton Eskimos won 23-12 in what was a really rainy and bad weather night for that game last night. But football's played in all sorts of weather: rain, snow, and that. Except thunder and lightning. That's about it. Otherwise, football is played in probably some of the worst weather conditions on earth. And then in the later game at 9 o'clock, unfortunately for the between the Saskatchewan Roughriders and the BC Lions, for the second week in a row, because they just met last week at BC Place, the BC Lions won 27-24. And this is Saskatchewan's fourth fourth straight loss to start the season. Now they have a record right now of 0 wins, 4 losses for the Riders. If the Riders want to make the playoffs and that, and have a really good successful season, the Saskatchewan Roughriders have to get their shit together. Otherwise, Otherwise, the Saskatchewan Roughriders' entire season could just literally go down the crapper. You know, if the Riders don't get their shit together. And that what else? The Winnipeg Blue Bombers face the Calgary Stampeders tonight at I believe it's in Calgary at McMahon Stadium, and this game is a 6 p.m. start. What else? And and this is the final game in the week for the CFL season. What else? In another sports-related topic, WWE Battleground is coming to you live on the WWE Network tomorrow night, July 19th, and here are some of the matches that are going to be taking place. Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt in a one-on-one match. And then there's a triple threat match for the WWE Intercontinental title between Ryback, The Miz, and Big Show. Hopefully, Ryback retains his Intercontinental title. And that what else? And I also hope that Roman Reigns beats the snot out of Bray Wyatt tomorrow night. What else? And then there's also the WWE Tag Team title match between the current champions, the Primetime Players, versus the New Day. I would like to personally see the Primetime Players retain their WWE Tag Team titles, because I don't want New Day to win, because then they're gonna go on and on and on and spew their shit everywhere. And I just think the New Day are probably the most annoying tag team I've ever seen in the WWE, but there's probably more annoying tag teams than that. And then I'd also like Brock Lesnar to win the WWE World Heavyweight title tomorrow night. And then not only that, but just beat the snot out of that slimy, sleazy snotball Seth Rollins. And this will go to show Seth Rollins that you do not break the 11th commandment, which is basically, thou shalt not provoke the beast incarnate Brock Lesnar. You do not do that. Unless you don't want to get your ass kicked by Brock Lesnar, then be my guest, But whatever. What else? Looks like Winnipeg might be getting maybe some rain or a thunderstorm possibly today. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I honestly don't know. But anyways, I really don't mind the rain. And that, what else? Other than that, it looks like it's been a good week in the CFL. It's also been a good week in the MLB and that. What else? Anyways, this has been another edition of Stuart Dahl Show. I am now signing off for now. For you young people, stay in school, stay out of trouble, you'll do fine, and stay cool in the heat, in this hot weather, drink lots of water, and especially for you older adults. For now, Auf Wiedersehen, peace, and bye-bye for now. Stay cool, my friend.